a lot about back strengthening exercises and the importance of strengthening our back to help with posture and to help with our longevity. If we start to let our body hunch, we become shorter, we become less confident, our body starts to manipulate in a way that will not serve us in the long run. So, back strengthening exercises. For this exercise, we're going to be doing a resistance band row. You need a band with both your handles. If you have a resistance band without handles, you can also just grab onto the end. Similar to the band press outs, we want to make sure that we have an anchor point, whether it be your door, whether it be a railing, a pole, something that doesn't move that you're not going to do damage to. For this move, you want to make sure that you're about belly button height as well. So I'm just going to loop this over here for demo purposes. Usually I would anchor this in a door so there's no chance of it popping off and hitting me when I am working out. So I'm going to show you from this angle so you can really see how my body is positioned. You can do one of two things here. You can either stagger your feet, which is going to be a little bit more stable of a base, or you can put your feet just together, a little bit wider, hips tucked, core tight. I like to stagger. My body is stable enough for the 2 feet next to each other, but I just feel like I'm able to isolate my back a little bit more and not have to focus on my lower body as much when I'm staggered. And when I'm staggered, I like to go dominant leg back, non-dominant leg forward, and see how I'm still pretty wide here. I'm not narrow, still pretty wide base. So same as those resistance bands press out, it's in anything we do with the resistance band. The further you pull away from your anchor point, the more challenging it's going to be. If it is a floppy fish, it does no service to you. So make sure you have some resistance here. I'm going to stagger my feet. I'm then going to start with a slight bend in my elbows. I'm going to pull my shoulders back and down, and I'm now going to drive my elbows back behind me, keeping my thumbs up. So drive those shoulders back, drive those elbows back, and then slowly release so I'm back to that slight bend. We don't want to go straight and let those shoulders roll forward. Slight bend, this is our starting point. Drive those elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and release. Control. So you will see that if you're not paying attention, you'll let the band control you. You want to control the band. You want to control how fast that band snaps back. You can lean forward just a little if it feels a little bit more comfortable in that low back. If we're too far, hips forward, chest back, you're going to get that kink. We don't want that kink back there. So drive those elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. That is going to be your resistance band row. You can also change your grip with time, which I'm more than happy to help you when you get to that point, but start with just shoulders back and down, driving those elbows back. Palms together, facing each other, thumbs up. If you don't have a band, you can also just do this movement right here and start to just strengthen those back muscles. It's just going to take about 20 reps instead of 10. A little bit more work when you don't have some sort of resistance or weight to use to help you. Try this one out. Let me know if you have any questions or issues.